Welcome to Vets to PM's Military Transition Academy podcast, the show where we discuss how to succeed in transitioning from the military service to the civilian workforce. This show and the academy it represents helps veterans transition into meaningful, lucrative post-service careers. Your primary host is Eric Doc Wright, PhD, certified manager, military veteran, serial founder, best-selling business author, philosopher, linguist, and coach. Your other host is Jeremy Burdick, project management professional, scrum master, product owner, and retired Air Force chief, and the current COO of Vets to PM and the Professional Development Unit University, where we will interview veterans successful in corporate America and business to bring you nuggets of wisdom every episode to make you more successful.
So, hey, everybody out there in MTA podcast land, welcome back to the episode. I'm joined by the extravagant Jeremy Burdick again. Jeremy, what's up, dude?
Hey, how's it going? Happy to be
Good,
here.
brother.
Super excited. I think this topic is going to be a home run.
Oh, bruh, this is, you paid for a whole seat, but you're only going to need the edge, right? This is going to be amazing. How do we know, Jeremy? Because we get dozens of emails on the weekly, brother.
Yeah.
Because you were in a TAP class or you were in your unit and somebody said project manager or somebody said PMP. Now, does every single PM out there need a PMP? I don't know. Does having a PMP mean you're any good at project management? I don't know. Those are all valid questions. They're all for separate episodes, which we have. Go download them and listen.
That's right.
For this episode, though, we want to talk about the PMP, the Project Management Professional Certification from PMI, the Project Management Institute. We want to talk about the chicken and egg situation that Mama Air Force and Mama PMI have created, and we want to crack that sucker open and make some dang fine omelets, brother.
That's right.
So tell me what the problem is, JB. What do you hear weekly in dozens of emails?
Right. So, yeah, about a year and a half ago, Air Force came down and for probably a valid reason said, we are not going to pay for PMI training until you're approved by PMI.
Why? Because they're spending millions of dollars and it's proven industry standard. PMI says that only about 20% of the people that take PMP exam preparation boot camps ever go train.
That's right.
So that's a whole separate issue. But Mama Air Force said, hey, that's enough.
That's right. Enough people crap their diapers. We all have to wear them, right? So, or crap their pants, and we're all wearing diapers.
That's right.
So that's what happens. That's how the world works. That's how Mama Air Force works. And I'm sure that's how all the other services work. So I guess maybe a shameless plug. If you take training, go take the test. Trust this, that will get you through it. We do this for our living. But so here you go.
Don't wait 9 months because there's always going to be a reason that life's going to preclude you, man. Just take the test. We got a 30-day study. Rip the Band-Aid off all at once. Pin on a PMP and go do something else for a living. Don't worry about it. Don't stress over this for 6 months. Anyway, sorry, JB. I digress.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Schedule it. So that's my other plug. So we've got Mama Air Force here has created this cart before the horse situation, or egg before the chicken, as you put it, Doc. And you can't apply without the educational hours on PMI, but you can't get funding for the educational hours unless you're approved. So
that sucks. Whose bright idea was that?
Right. Well, all those people crapping pants, right? So see first comment. If you don't go train to test, then you're not helping your brothers and sisters out trying to get funding behind you. And
there's a little bit of a nuance too, gang. Like if this wasn't sticky enough, it's even a little bit stickier. So PMI says when you fill out the PMP application to take the training, if you want to get it paid by Air Force, cool. Because normally you take some training, you learn how to talk project management, you submit for a boot camp, you submit your application, get a year to test, and then you go take the exam. That's normally how it goes. But if you don't want to pay for your own training, and most vets have been trained that Uncle Sugar should cover the bill, and if Uncle Sugar doesn't cover the bill, I'm not coming out of pocket for it. Okay, great. So use Cool. If you're going to use Cool, though, you have to say, hey, I have 35 hours of project management education, which is different than 35 hours of project management professional exam prep certification training.
That's
so you got to put 35 hours on the application because you've got to get the PMP application approved. So Mama Air Force will pay for you to go take the course. Is that where we're at, JB?
That's where we're at. And what we've got, and if you want to go that route and you want to get the PMP educational goal, you can take our course that will guide you through it in your free resources. So go to vets2pm.com, get your student portal, do the how to get your application approved in under 60 minutes, right? So
Okay.
that you can do that route. But I've also got a workaround for you.
And gang, for those of you who don't know, so you're not watching, or you just don't know, maybe this is your first episode, you're walking down the sidewalk and you looked in the window and Vets the PM looked cool. Jeremy Burdick is a retired 20 plus year chief master sergeant, United States Air Force. So dude sat at big command, worked for many stars on epaulet type stuff, creating entire pipelines to assess E1s to E8s, E9s in cockpits. So just a wee bit of background. So when the dude says you should do it this way, like argue with him after you pin PMP on and it was funded by Uncle Sugar. Yeah. Just trust him.
Yeah.
I drink his Kool-Aid. So try it out. JB, how?
I'm humble, Doc. But so this is the workaround. The workaround is utilizing the CAPM to get the PMP. And it's a multi-step process. It takes about 8 steps, but I'm going to try to make it real simple.
What's the CAPM now?
The Certified Associate Project Manager by PMI. So same organization, Project Management Institute, the baby brother to the PMP.
Hey, wait, man. Whoa. Baby brother. I thought we said I'm a project manager. I'm not taking some entry-level certification. That's BS. Like, I'm taking the PMP, dude.
Yep. I get that all the time, right? The pride will get in your way. Don't let it. I'm going to still get you to your goal.
You know why, JB? Because in my humble opinion, 20 plus years on the pond doing this stuff out here in the project management world, here's the reality. And I hold the CAPM and the PMP.
Me too.
The Certified Associate and Project Manager means I know how to turn project management wrenches.
That's right.
The project management professional means I know how to certify and supervise people turning project management wrenches. That's all it is. One of them is technical and tactical and applied, the CAPM, and one of them is management. So
True.
even if you are a senior, I get it, right? I don't want an entry-level certification, but I was raised that you should know what we're turning wrenches on and how much torque to put on them. And I mean, you should know the job of the people that you're supervising. Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, you really should be technically sound, you know.
So so regardless of whether you say CAPM or PMP, you need one of them. Our course trains you to pass both exams. So this literally is an admin paper drill.
Yeah.
And if you want Mama Air Force to pay for your PMP certification exam training, this is how you have to do it. Or not. Like, I've already got my PMP. Don't do it. I don't care. Right. But if you have your PMP on when you transition, I can help you get a meaningful, lucrative post-service career a lot easier.
Makes
so
a
JB,
difference.
go ahead.
Yeah, it makes a difference. So it does. And really with this workaround, you don't have to get your CAPM. I'm going to show you how to turn that CAPM into a PMP without ever testing.
Oh, so it really is a paperwork drill.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, cool. Show me how to do it, Chief.
All right. So we go to Air Force Virtual Education Center. We are going to submit for an educational goal. That goal is the CAPM or CAPM.
Because they will still pay for that exam training.
They will. And what you're going to need to upload is approval from PMI. So the next step is get to PMI. Hurry up, get there, apply for the CAPM, use 23 hours of your PME education because we know it works, right? And it's automatically approved, doesn't even get audited, right? So now at this point, screenshot that, upload that into Air Force Virtual Education
So it's
Center.
literally auto approval, bro. Is that what you just said? I mean, how easy button is that?
That's right. Under 30 seconds, you're done. You're out of there. You put your high school diploma in, 23 hours, you're out. And now you've got approval from PMI to sit for the CAPM, which means Mama Air Force will now pay for training. Aha. What kind of training? Both your PMP and CAPM, because it's the same course, right? Doc already said it. You're going to get the education that's required and help you pass the test for both the CAPM and the PMP in one shot.
And how do we know that? Because we built the courses. We all hold CAPMs and PMPs around here. So like, we know what's on both tests. We know what both of them mean practically applied in the profession. I mean, that's how we know. That's so, right. Okay, JB. So I've got CAPM. I upload the thing. Mama Air Force stamps me approved. I'm ready to go take my boot camp training and get ready to smash the exam. What do I do now?
So we got to go get the funding request. Right. So this is where the money comes in. This is how Air Force Cool pays. So it seems weird sometimes to go into the Virtual Education Center twice because I did my educational goal. Why isn't it just working? This isn't like tuition assistance. You got to go in there again. So you're going to do your funding request. This time, the funding request is for the boot camp and If you want, just leave the exam off right now. Don't put the CAPM exam. Don't put the PMP exam because we haven't made our decision yet.
Because you just want the training.
That's right. We want the
and you haven't made our decision yet.
That's right. So we just need to put the one thing. So just get an itemized receipt with just the course only, not the bundle. Don't put the exam fee on there. Don't put the simulator if you don't want that yet. We'll do that later. All right. So 30 days out has happened. You've got to request this out. We go back in there. The funding request is finally approved. You'll see it move in the system to PA. PA just means purchasing agent. All right. When it's sitting there, it's basically approved. It's just a waiting game now. They're going to pay vets to PM. We're going to notify you. You're going to sit through another 35 hours of exam prep to make sure that you're ready to get above target in all areas on that, whichever exam you pick.
Yep.
All right. So now we've got a decision point. You've got the 35 contact hours that you need to get the PMP exam approved. We're going to talk about the PMP application. So now, so long as you're an E7 or above, or in a specialty AFSC that allows for the PMP to be part of your CFETP, lots of acronyms, you Air Force guys know what I'm talking about though, is now what we do, the next step, this is critical, put in another funding request. Oh, but I've already put in a funding request. Why would I do another? Because now we're going to do the exam, right? To the same CAPM educational goal. If you do the CAPM exam, they're going to leave your CAPM educational goal alone. But here's the trick. If you put a PMP exam against a CAPM educational goal that's approved and you're eligible, i.e. E7 or above for the most part, they will automatically flip your educational goal to PMP.
Okay. So wait a minute, dude. All right, so wait a minute. So you're saying if I want this training, but there's a conundrum, I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That's right.
And I want this training funded. So you're complicit in all of these decisions you're making for yourself. But if that's what you want, right? Yeah. Okay, fine. Here's an easy way to do it. And when we say easy, we mean mostly automated too.
Yeah.
Open a couple browsers. First request is to get my education goal approved. That's administrative. It's auto. Second, get my application to take that educational goal with the professional organization approved. That's auto. 2 portals, auto include, auto right. Success.
Screenshot.
Right. Then I have to go get it funded, but only the course, because that's all I'm interested in. This step is a course.
That's right.
Then when I got the course funded, hey, I got to get the exam funded too. So I go in and put the second one. And the best part is, if there's misalignment, the system auto flips them to align them. I don't even have to do anything except study my tail off and pass my PMP exam or my CAPM, whichever one I decided to take. And it's all auto approved in only 2 browsers in
That's
less
right.
than 60 minutes of my life.
That's right.
And it saves me a couple $100.
Yeah.
Huh. Why wouldn't I do that?
And you're going to pin on an industry leading cert, whether it's the CAPM or the PMP. So you really get your pick of the choice there when it comes to it. And like, I love how you said automated, right? So the CAPM is automated, automatically approved. Virtual Education Center, after your supervisor approves it, boom. Then we go get your invoice, get that done just for the course. Then we'll worry about the funding request for the exam later, and we'll be all set. You'll clear that educational goal with one of the other tests. And then you just walk that score report into your base education office. They say goal complete. You don't owe Uncle Sam a dime, and you just got an industry leading cert that'll help you get a civilian, meaningful, lucrative career.
If you know what project management is and what a project manager does and why a project manager that does project management would want a certification, either the CAPM or the PMP.
Right.
We've got courses that walk you to those decisions. Click other links. This one is just, how do I get it paid for in a situation that appears like I can't get it paid for?
That's right. Knocking down walls, jumping over hurdles, crawling under desks. I mean, that's just what we're trying to do here is solve a problem that was created. And I think we've got a good workaround. Now, if you want to go the other route and just do straight to PMP because you just cannot get over the fact that I'm going to put an educational goal in there for an educational certification that I don't necessarily want, well, come back to Vets to PM. We can help you through the application beforehand. That's a whole nother course, a whole nother episode. Go check that out. We break it down for you there. And Doc does a masterful job at hitting all the PMP handbook, the PMPECO, the crosswalk, and how to navigate the websites. Use that course if you'd like to. But if you want the workaround and you want the easy button, let's go with the CAPM educational goal to the pathway to get your PMP. And now you know how to knock it out.
Yeah. And then go get certified and then tell all your brothers and sisters about this awesome workaround, right? Yes. And all it's doing, I mean, you know, why do they put locks on doors? Keep honest people honest, right? I mean, that's all you're doing is Mama Air Force wants to see that when you declare something, you're going to go do that thing.
That's right.
And in this process, you have flexibility as to what you're going to declare and when you're going to declare it, and you can get it paid for.
That's right. Yeah.
And the systems, in most cases, it steps along the way, auto approve the stuff anyway.
That's right.
So, like, gang, here's the reality. You just can't make it any easier. So, you know, so Jeremy, I really appreciate, dude. I mean, I know I answer emails on the weekly, bro, about that. So now I really appreciate the fact that you said, hey, Eric, we should produce a chat, produce a course, PMI PDU claim code even, that helps our brothers and sisters do this so they don't have to waste more time sending us emails, and we send them emails and they send us phone calls, and they, you know. Now, if you've got questions after you listen to this course, this episode, whatever, that's cool. Jeremy and I are paid to make sure that you get your help.
That's right.
So email us or visit us at vetstopm.com. We'll answer any questions you have. But we also know that many of you, like us, or, you know, get stuff done, break stuff down, type A personalities, man. I want my stuff, I want it paid for, and I want to succeed and pin it on. Okay, cool. Here's how you do that stuff.
Yeah, and you can knock it out on your lunch break, right? You don't have to wait. Like, knock it out on your lunch break. Do the steps that we just talked about here. You'll be done in 30 minutes or less, and you'll just sitting around waiting on the purchasing agent to swipe their card. Let's get you in class. Bro. That's right.
Wow. Thanks, Jeremy, for breaking that down, man. I sure do appreciate it. And now I know what lines to color inside of, bro. Thanks so much.
That's right. Thank you for tuning in and spending a bit of time with us at the Military Transition Academy, powered by Vets to PM. If we piqued your interest, but you want more details, please head over to the website, vetstopm.com, and see if we can help prepare you for a better tomorrow or a future meaningful and lucrative career.